Up next on Parks Rec and Roll, how to use bike share, working out on a new fitness course, and getting our antiques appraised. Stay tuned.
56 is very old. Okay, so this is very old.
Welcome to another edition of Parks Rec and Roll. We begin this episode on the trail of Capital Bike Share. Have you considered renting a bike? Capital Bike Share is Metro DC's bicycle sharing system that serves Washington, D.C., Arlington, Alexandria, and Fairfax County in Virginia, and Montgomery County in Maryland. It opened in 2010 and currently has 3,700 bikes and 440 stations, all owned by these local governments and operated in a public-private partnership. Let's find out how to use a bike from Derek Harrigan, transit marketing specialist for Montgomery County's Department of Transportation.
That will give you an opportunity to try it out.
And so it's easy to set up.
It's all about being green and sustainable. We're trying to get cars off of the road. We're trying to do the right thing, and this is one of our initiatives to try and get people out of single occupancy vehicles and utilizing some green, sustainable alternative transportation mode, Capital Bike Share. So we have within the county 66 stations at the moment, 5 of which we just touched down in Wheaton in March.
4, 3, 2, 1, Wheaton!
Certainly it was, pioneered in more urban settings, but now it's working in suburban settings, and that's what's really interesting and exciting about what we're doing is we're applying it in suburban communities, and we even have a special targeted program for low-income residents to be able to afford the bike share membership. So we're pioneering a different type of bike share, and it's working. We're really excited about it.
Everybody says, how do I use Capital Bike Share? Well, here we go. So your first step is the touch screen. You're going to select the icon, rent a bike. One moment, please. And it's going to ask for the very first thing, your credit card. The reason why we ask for a credit card, there are 2 reasons. First and foremost reason is we want to know who has the bike. We need our bike back. Second of all, if you have the bike past 30 minutes, Bike Share is made up so that we can charge usage fees for you utilizing the bike. You're going to just insert your credit card here. Yes to the usage fees agreement. We're going to just say a single trip. How many bikes? We just want 1. Do you have a gift certificate? You can get a gift certificate with a code on it for a 24-hour membership. They're available in different places in the county, libraries. Here is where you would put your code. This is the single trip membership. You're just going to say okay. They ask for a phone number. We ask for a phone number so we can call you if you don't return the bike. Your zip code. Are you over 18? Yes. And then here's the member agreement. Thank you for your purchase. Print. Your ticket comes out. You grab that. And it says select a bike and enter access code to unlock it. Yep, green light comes on, that means it's okay to take. You want to grab it, pull it out. So again, want to emphasize that you ride free under 30 minutes. When you keep the bike under 30 minutes, and that means ride to wherever it is that you're going, get it back to any bike share station. It doesn't matter where it is within the region, Virginia, Maryland, DC. But if you can get the bike back under 30 minutes, I always tell people 29 minutes and 50 seconds, dock it. There are no usage fees accrued. But if you keep the bike past 30 minutes, you begin to incur usage fees. And we're gonna get off. We're gonna dock it. Docking is very easy. So you want to push it in there. There's a yellow light. The green light comes on, which means it's docked okay, and then you can just let it go. You can return it to any bike share station within the region, Maryland, Virginia, DC, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are. As long as you get it back to a bike share station, dock it properly, you're good to go. So a lot of people ask, what do I do when I'm not near a bike share station? Can I take the bike home? The answer is absolutely. We only ask that you lock the bike up, put it somewhere secure, and as soon as possible, the very next day, get it back to a bike share station. The great thing about Capital Bike Share is not just for urban living. A lot of people associate Capital Bike Share with urban living. But here in the county, one of the big reasons why it's so successful here is that we encourage people to just take it out for leisure activity. In terms of bike safety, and we want to be advocates of bike safety within the county, so we encourage everybody who utilizes a bike to wear a helmet.
Online, users can locate stations, see how many bikes and bike docks are available, and become a member. For more information, go to capitalbikeshare.com. We're all looking for inexpensive and convenient fitness opportunities. Have you considered working out at the exercise courses at DOT Montgomery Parks? New ones are popping up. Here's more.
Okay, the fitness course, as you can see in the background, are stations that are stationed there for individuals to come and use independently or as with a group, and we had them scattered around along the trail. There's no barbells or anything like that. It's basically just you're using your strength against resistance.
Come like to here and then go in and out. Halfway. This is working your lats.
Outdoor circuit exercise, also called parkour, was invented in Switzerland in 1968. The first one in the U.S. was built in San Francisco in the early 70s, and by the 1980s, there were more than 4,000 courses across the country. Today, park users are rediscovering the benefits of outdoor circuit fitness courses. The equipment has improved, and it's an accessible and fun workout. Currently, 10 parks in Montgomery Parks are equipped with exercise stations. New courses are being planned. Check montgomeryparks.org for more information. Our last segment today is about a unique event offered by Montgomery Parks, the Hidden Treasures Appraisals. Held at Woodlawn Manor in Sandy Spring, visitors brought items for an experienced appraiser to evaluate. Let's see what we got.
It's ceramic. This is kind of a copper paint on there. I'll work around with it as we go on.
It was an idea that we came up because we focus on history, to let people know that they have a little bit of history at home. And sometimes that history can be valuable. So we timed it with spring cleaning. We know people were going in their closets, looking around the house to see if there were things that they needed to either throw out or might have some value. So we said, how can we turn somebody's trash into treasure and keep that history? So we decided to do a hidden treasures appraisal. So people could bring an item out, have it appraised, and see if it's something that they want to keep, is it something they want to sell, or if it's really trash.
Apparently it has hair. I don't know all of the history behind it.
What we're going to do is we're going to do it right in front of everybody. We'll appraise everything, and we'll go right through it, and I'll let you know how we do it. So where's our number one? Okay, let's see what you got.
The interesting thing is that our friends from Kaplan's Auction and Appraisals, they decided to do mutual appraisals, essentially making a performance art. So what people had the opportunity to do is see what other people brought and heard the information that our appraisers were given about those items.
Difference in color, okay? Big difference, right? I can tell silver right off the bat from a
And then they could bring their items out, and they were the center of attention. So we created this kind of mutual environment where people sat around and stayed throughout the day. Some even went and brought second items later in the afternoon, and some of them even came back today. So it became a performance.
It's an 18th century Federalist chair. It used to belong to General Carrington.
That's all handmade. Looks like it's all hand up there. This is the crest. Then they build that, and then they put the crest in there, and they dowel that through. So that's one piece of wood. That's one piece of wood that sits in a groove in there. It's sturdy as all heck, and it's heavy. You know, older wood is usually heavier than modern wood because A, the trees were thicker, and they pulled up minerals from the ground that we don't have now. Our ground is a lot thinner than it used to be.
And so my parents had the legs lengthened a little bit.
Okay.
And so there you have it.
A perfect example that this was a $2,000, $3,000 chair years ago. Now it's probably, believe it or not, $500 with the seat and all that.
One of the ones that stood out is that on both days, people have brought in Stradivarius violins to find out that they were not Stradivarius violins. They were actually sold by Sears and Roebuck. We also had a wonderful jade necklace that was brought in yesterday that appraised for high value. So that was something else that was pretty cool.
This is what's called, it's Japanese, it's called Satsuma, which is a style where this raised, see this raised, how it's all raised? Okay, it's called Satsuma. The Japanese made different levels of Satsuma. This is not the finest example. This was probably made for export possibly. Although it does have a Japanese mark on the bottom, which is nice. Does it have a lot of value? Probably a little more than you think. You know, mainly because Oriental goods are doing really good, and that does have some age on it. The subject matter is really pleasant, you know, and so, you know, probably, believe it or not, probably $75 or $100 at auction. Yeah, really neat.
My great uncle brought it back from Japan. He was an army chaplain in the World War II in Europe, but then in the Korean War, and stationed in Japan for many years, and brought back a number of pieces of art. And this is one of our favorites. We were just curious. It's fun to find out more about it and learn. You know, we have other art at home that we don't decorate with that might be interested in finding more out about it.
People always want to know, what is this? Where did it come from? And curiosity exists in all of us. So to have a place where you can get some answers was something that drew people in.
1856, so it's very old. Okay.
One of the things that people can do moving forward is they can come out to our museum, the Woodlawn Museum, and find out a little history about our space here and our property.
The museum at Woodlawn Manor is open Friday through Sunday, April through November. To find out about this and the next Hidden Treasures appraisals, check historyintheparks.org. So that's it for today's show. See you next time.
Starting today, you can be active and treat yourself to a wide array of great activities offered by Montgomery County Recreation. With 4 indoor aquatic facilities and 20 community rec centers that offer exercise and weight rooms, you'll find everything you want from sports and fitness to senior activities, from cooking to dancing, classes, trips, and tours. Yes, starting today, you can work toward a healthier lifestyle. Learn a new skill, relax a little, or just meet new people. Visit our website to see all the exciting programs, activities, and classes available to you. And
County Cable Montgomery, your information station.